There's some brand new Rhode products that have just come out. I wanted to do a really hot pink summer look that would be really fun and bright, and I'm really excited to use some Rhode products to get that accomplished today. Some quick skin prep. So I'm going to use this Tower 28 spray just to add some hydration to my face. Next, I'm going to use Torriden Serum. This is like a hyaluronic acid serum, and this is going to add a little bit more moisture to my base. And of course, this is going to draw more moisture to my face because of the ingredients, and it is a very muggy day. Even though the sun is not really out as much, it's very overcast, but it's super muggy. It's like one of those hot days where you don't really feel like doing much of anything and basically just want to bed rot. For my moisturizer, I'm going to use Rhode's Peptide Glazing Fluid. This one is a much lighter fluid than their Butter Intensive Moisturizer, which I've started using recently, and I really do like it. But for makeup, I feel like the moisturizer shouldn't be too heavy. Should just be enough to be that last layer to hydrate the skin enough to make it pliable for makeup, but not too thick that it'll cause the makeup to slide around. And to be honest, both moisturizers are really lovely. I only got the mini versions of both because as much as I like Rhode, man, Rhode is not cheap at all. Holy crap. There is the infamous bronzer that everyone is talking about right now, but unfortunately the shade that I want is currently sold out. So I've seen some use actually that highlight glaze as a primer, but I'm going to just do one last extra step. I'm going to use Danessa Myricks Water Powder Serum, and that is going to act as my mainstay primer. It's really cooling on the face, and I feel like it does a great job in sucking up oil without your face feeling and looking like a dusty pancake. But I do think it's more powerful with her blurring balm. There's a little bit of Rhode's Peptide treatment. This one is in Strawberry Glaze, just to prep my lips a little bit. All right, and I believe that is it for my base. Now for the fun stuff. So this is the Rhode Highlight Milk Glaze, and I got this in the color number 1, which I believe is Pearly Pink. I believe that's the name of it. This is what it looks like. It says to shake well and then apply to the face, neck, décolletage, what have you. So I'm gonna give it a really good shake. I really loved how it looked on Tony Bravo. I've seen a lot of dark skin, really beautiful beauty creators use this shade in particular, and also number 4, I think is which is like the darkest bronzy type shade. I just thought the pink would look interesting, so I'm going to put a few drops in the back of my hand, and I'm going to just mix. Okay, so that's how it's looking on the back of my hand there. Do see some of the pink luminescence. We'll see how it looks like on the skin. Very nice. It is subtle, but I can definitely see it. I use really hot lights when I'm filming these videos, so I don't know if you can see the pink already, but I can see a little bit of it. It's subtle, it's not too crazy. Oh, that's nice though. Okay. So that is my first layer of it. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you can see some of that pinky afterglow, but that is the first layer. And I think I'm going to get some foundation and pour some of that milk glaze into the foundation as well to add even a little bit more luminescence, but I'm gonna give it like a minute to like set on my face. So I have gone ahead and picked my palette for today of colors. I said I wanted a pink theme to go along with the pink milk from Rhodes, so I'm kind of gonna freestyle. I'm gonna use the palest matte pink eyeshadow here. All of these single quads are from Sydney Grace, one of my favorite indie brands for eyeshadow, and I'm just going to start off with a light base and then just do my best to blend out equally on both sides. So I just put in the center of my eyelids, more towards the inner corner, this pink shade here, but it has like a lavender shift. So there is going to be that touch of blue and purple. This really stark magenta, and that's going to be more towards the outer corner to create a little bit more depth. And I'm just going to use now a fluffy blending brush and just kind of soften up the harsh edges a little bit. Using a little bit of Can Make, which is a Japanese drugstore makeup brand, and I'm just putting a few more coats of mascara on my eyelashes. And I'm probably going to put a little bit of highlight in the corner of my eye. I use a teeny bit of glitter prism liquid from Misha. That's going to go right into the inner corners of the eye. I'm going to use Haus Labs foundation, and I actually want to mix Haus Labs with the milk together, see if that can even bring out a little bit more of the pinkness. So I have my foundation mixing tray here. I'm gonna put a few pumps of the Haus Labs, and then I am going to put just a wee bit of the milk drops in there. Okay, I'm gonna mix all that together. I'm just trying to decide which foundation brush I am going to reach for. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna apply that all over. Okay, I'm just going to tap my brush into that milk. I'm spreading it right on top. So I'm going to use my Kosas Multi-Impressionist blush stick, and this is, I believe, in Guava. It's like a super bright pink, so I'm going to put some of that on my cheeks. And I'm actually going to use a very fluffy brush. Our 28's concealer in 16 SB. And let that sit for a minute, blend that out, go in with some more blush, and then kind of tie everything together. So I'm going to use a little bit more of my Kosas blush. This is actually Vibration is the name of this one. I put some more in the back of my hand. I'm going to take my fluffy brush. Just going to layer on a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to use powder. I'm going to use my setting spray as my final set for the whole makeup, I think. Okay. And then I'm going to use a little bit more of the milk. Let's shake it up a teensy bit more. And let's see if I can do a quick little highlight on top of my cheek there. Okay, I'm kind of making a mess of it, but okay, and I'll put a little bit of the highlight on my nose, maybe a tiny bit just around my brow bone there. From Peripera, this is the Korean brand, and it's the Ink Mood Glowy Tint, and it's in Goju Berry. And it's like a super bright pink, so. To use Danessa Myricks Liquid Blurring Balm, just to lock everything in. Since this is supposed to be a summer look, and this is supposed to help oil shine, I have a lot of filming I have to do after this video, so I need the makeup to stay. So for my final thoughts on the Rhode Highlight Milk Multi-Purpose Luminizer, I got number 1, Pearly Pink. I think it's really beautiful on your bare skin alone, so if you just wanted, I guess, a no makeup look, you wanted a really light look for the summer and you wanted just a teensy bit of color, this I think looks really nice on darker skin tones. But I think if you are doing like a full makeup look with it, I don't know if you'll see much of this color and the effect. Maybe I'm not seeing as much because I have super hot lights on me as I am filming this. I do see the pink afterglow, but it's very faint once you have blended down. It almost looks like it will give you like a white cast at first because the milk is so milky white. It is very cooling, hydrating to the skin. You'll see I put a little bit on my cheeks after the fact just to play as a little bit of highlight, so you might see a little bit there, but it's very subtle. If you were to go up in the darker shades, if you are around my skin tone or darker, you might get a little bit more of an effect. Definitely this line was more to focus on the more bronzy glow. That's kind of like the theme surrounding this new launch, to coincide and complement the bronzers, the little mini bronzers that Haley also released for the Rhode brand. But Pearly Pink, it's nice, but I don't really see too much of it with the makeup. But on its own, it's a nice product. I don't know necessarily if you need to rush out to go get this particular shade or any of them, to be honest, unless you like the idea of having a skincare infused type ingredient that can add a little bit of glow. In any case, I will use it up. I don't know if I would necessarily rush out to go repurchase this. I am curious about her bronzers, but the shade that I wanted in particular is sold out currently at the moment. If it does come back into stock, I might purchase that and try to review that for the channel. Have you tried any of the Rhode products at all, period? And if you are trying, are you looking into getting the new launch? I actually would love to get some of the lip glazes. I hear they smell divine. The macadamia nut one in particular looks particularly beautiful, and I wouldn't mind getting that. But I have quite a bit of Rhode products. Unfortunately, because I am Canadian, it is just wickedly expensive, so I might have to slow down on the purchases for a bit. But that's all my thoughts. You let me know yours, and until the next video.